Hey guys, this is Lola Shea from the Lola Shea Show. Tune in every Monday at 7 o'clock right here on IAXISRADIO.com for hot topics, cool conversation, and me, your host. Gotta love it. See you there.
IAXIS Radio, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
IAXIS Radio, WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Welcome to IAXIS Radio. We are the future of radio and podcast. Our reach is limitless. We embark on the now. Yesterday is gone and tomorrow is evermore.
Radio, the future of radio and podcasts. No limit to what we
do. Not fear. IAXIS is here to protect the sounds of our city. Let the music play.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Lola Shea Show. I am your host, Lola Shea, and we are here right here on IAXISRADIO.com, where there is no limit to what we do. I just wanted to say shout out to everybody who's checking for me last week. You know, things happen sometimes, y'all. That's all I can say. And me and the MTA have been having beef lately. Like, I leave out an hour early. I still be an hour late. Last week, I wasn't no way I was going to make it. I wasn't going to make it. I was still sitting in a tunnel somewhere by 14th Street at like 6:30. So it was still an hour away. By the time I got here, it would have been 7:45, which I'm not disrespecting y'all's times like that. I'm not doing that. So we just had to scrap it and try again next week, such as it is when, you know, you're self-produced. And so luckily we have kind of like a repeat going on for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Good evening to you, Every Justice. I see you out there in the chat. Appreciate you all the time. Tuning in. Very, very, very much appreciated and loved. Thank you. Yeah, so I didn't want to, you know, play with nobody's time last week. So I had to call one for the team, pretty much, because I don't know what the hell's going on with the MTA. MTA, I leave at 5:30. You want to know what time I left? I never leave at 5:30. I never leave at 5:30, honey. I never leave at 5:30. I leave at 4 o'clock, okay? I leave my house at 4 p.m. to make sure I am in here. I give myself a 3-hour grace period, okay? It didn't work out. Like I said, I was sitting in the tunnel, stopped. Not moving through the tunnel like you would expect to be. I was sitting stopped in the tunnel, okay, for a good 45 minutes. And by the time I would have gotten here to the studio, it would have been already like 15 minutes left to go in the show. I don't, child. They want to raise the price, but the service is getting crappier and crappier and crappier every single day. Okay, it's ridiculous at this point, honestly. And then they're doing weird stuff. They're putting up the freaky barriers all over the place, and they got security guards down there. They're not there to do any kind of securing, but they're there, just standing there, cock blocking, stopping people from going through the damn like they like to do. I'm like, I would, say, okay, pay your fare, but with the service the way it is, I'm not fussing at nobody to pay their fare. Absolutely, MTA definitely needs to do better. Sure. Yeah. So let's get into it. We we got a couple of things we're discussing. The government shutdown has been going on for some time now, and they've begun to cut into much needed human resource programs. And I'm concerned to see what the repercussions for this is going to be come November, when the most needed, and that's, the most desperate segment of the population is going to be without funds in the month for Thanksgiving, no less, interestingly enough. So, my heart goes out to everybody. I hope you guys have made some kind of arrangements, put some money away, got your turkey early or something. I really don't know. I recommend, families joining together, pooling y'all resources this year, so it won't be so much of a financial burden. I recommend that for non-SNAP households. Actually, 2-3 families get together and do Thanksgiving together. I think that will work out great. Them politicians don't care about none of that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They are holding the people hostage so they can pass whatever weird pet projects that they got going on, pad their people's pockets, give tax breaks. We sent trillions of dollars to the Philippines just not too long ago. Sent another couple $1 million or $1 billion to some other country, but we don't have money to feed the babies. They want you to have babies, but they don't have money to feed the babies. No money to take care of the babies. Child care is astronomical. Food is astronomical. Inflation is hitting the supermarkets harder than anywhere else, pretty much. Well, it's most noticeable, I should say, in the supermarkets. Not really. Can't say it's hitting it harder than anybody, but it's definitely most noticeable in that supermarket checkout line. Whereas, your dollar just was stretching a great deal further than it is now, unfortunately. So yeah, we had a crazy week. We got we're saying goodbye to MTV. MTV's been on the air for 40 years now, and they'll be saying goodbye at the end of December. It's definitely the end of an era. They sure are. The poverty and low income people are going to suffer. Yep, that's who but we are right now in the middle of basically the biggest wealth transfer in history. So you're seeing, what you are able to see, what they are allowing you to see, is just basically an example of them not giving a damn, to the highest of not giving a damn, ultimately. Yeah. So it's sad, really, because it's definitely the most vulnerable people who are going to be affected, and they've pretty much written those people off already. They don't really count them when they think about, people. They only count the consumers, the people who are capable. But as things are going now, we are heading into a consumerless society. Nobody's going to be able to afford to buy anything in a minute, ultimately. And I don't think that's something that they're focused and they're thinking about. The side effects as the ripple, the boomerang effect, how it's going to come back on them. But when you have to decide food versus anything else, you're going to pick food all the time. And especially when we're talking about head of households, people who are responsible for the upkeep and well-being of other people, they are going to pick food over entertainment. They're going to pick food over recreation. They're going to pick food over everything else, okay? Recession is coming. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. A lot of people would argue that we are full on in a recession. We are heading towards a depression. And it's right in line, interestingly enough. This again, I'm always noticing the patterns. And you have about 100 years ago now, we had the stock market crashed, the Great Depression. The bread was like $15, $16 a loaf, crazy numbers. Everything was sky high. Soup kitchen lines around the block. We are heading there now, as we speak. And like I said, the only thing that saved our great grandparents and our grandparents was that they had their own supply chains. They produced the majority of their own stuff. They made most of their stuff from scratch. It wasn't as much. I think it's going to be worse this time because people are less inclined and less able to be self-sufficient without all of the extra stuff. Like, they're not functioning without electricity. They're not functioning without certain things that we've learned to take for granted, that our grandparents just simply didn't have access to. So it was easier for them to do without. Now we do nowadays have a networking system. You got YouTube, which is a invaluable resource for learning how to do certain things. And I definitely suggest y'all get on there and start how to make bread from scratch and macaroni and all the staples, all of the necessaries, growing your own vegetables. That I've been screaming this for years and years and years, on the air, off the air, to anybody that'll listen. And now we are getting into the time where it's becoming more and more plausible that this is a thing. This is necessary for everybody, not just, who can afford it, not just who can stand it, but everybody at this point is going to be affected economically going forward. Always concerned by the paper chasers, or for the paper chasers, should I say, because they are currently planning on getting rid of cash. So all this cash that y'all are chasing, I pray for y'all. That's all I can say. You should build relationship, learn a skill. Fussing with my son right now. Learn a skill, son. Something that you can do with your hands. Plumbing, electrical, carpentry, HVAC, audio, automotive, aviation. I don't care what it is, as long as it's something that you do with your hands. Because even if the power goes out, if the shit hits the proverbial fan, you can still make a living for yourself, provide for yourself and your family, which is what matters, actually. All that other stuff that they got you excited about, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter when you really think about it. What matters is food, shelter, clothing. That's what matters. Not the kind of food, not the kind of shelter, not the kind of clothing. Just the having of the food, shelter, and the clothing is what matters going forward. Pretty much an emergency will will basically make that plainly obvious to everybody when stuff happens that you don't really need all of that. All of that stuff over there is not necessary. You don't need those new shoes. You don't need that. You don't need this. But you do need to know that you're gonna feed yourself and protect yourself from the elements. So we are right about where I'm going to take a quick brief break and go and play a couple of these awesome videos. I want to shout out to everybody who tunes in and sends the music videos for us to play. I want to say thank you guys. I am scheduling some. Okay, so I'm picky, right? I don't want to just bring y'all anybody. I want it to be people who are actually, have something to talk about, something that you guys can learn from, something that you can do, an action, an activity, somewhere you can go. I don't just want to promote blindly. Like, I don't just want, oh, you got an album out, come. No, everybody's got an album out. Everybody's going to be your next favorite rapper as far as they're concerned, or your favorite R&B star, or everybody's, listen to my demo, buy my album. No, I want to talk to people who are doing stuff, like verbs. As long as there's a verb involved, we'll be sitting down in here. So, looking forward to sitting down with a few of my favorite politicians, a couple of some of the business people's some community organization activists, folks like that, business owners, artisans, people who create things. I just like creative and talented people. I like people who are active and who are contributing to their communities. So those are the people who I have a desire to talk to pick their brain, to find out how their minds work, and at the same time relay, this stuff to you guys, because there's always something that we learn, new experiences to have and share together. Maybe take a couple of trips and get you guys involved. I think that would be awesome. I want to take a brief minute to shout out some of my supporters going forward. I want to shout out Tara, vocals by Jamel Jones, and Voice to Life T. I want to shout out Tyrone Green and Behind Enemy Lines podcast. I want to shout out Indubitably Speaking podcast. I want to shout out Skrilla Gambino podcast. These are people who have been very encouraging and helpful, very supportive. They've given me advice. They've given plugs and all kinds of things. Awesome support is very much appreciated. It takes a village. It takes a team to put this together. I appreciate the patience for everybody who deals with me, puts up with my insanity. That's any and everybody. Shout out all of the people who've been giving me all of the love and condolences and the care and the heartfelt, words of affirmation and uplifting joyousness, trying to encourage me to feel, better with my latest stuff. There's always something, there's always something. And I just want to say cherish the people that you have while you have them. Because not only are you not promised tomorrow, you're not necessarily promised the rest of the day either. Because I left out one morning and I saw somebody say, "Good morning, how are you? How you doing? How was your day?" And they wasn't there at the end of the day. By the end of the day, they was not there. So you don't think about this kind of stuff. No, and it's definitely not something that you want to think about when it comes to your loved ones. But it should definitely make you hyper aware that the time that we have with our loved ones fleeting, and we should cherish them and appreciate them and give them their flowers while they're here, as opposed to missing them when they're gone. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna take this time out, and we'll be back briefly right after these couple of videos.
You block my flow, you hurt my heart, you rip my soul. Where you be at, I just don't know. Girl, now you gotta go. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go.
You cramp my style, you block my flow. But when you hang out with your girls, you don't let me know. Not trying to say your ass is fast, but you might be, yo. Telling me it's a hard task, but you ask for dope. Whoa, not happen, you love me, my stop capping. You want me to stop rapping, support me is what you lacking. You're hating, I'm not jacking. You playing, I'm all facts. When I tell you to get your shit, my split, and get the packing, cuz
you crack my style, you block my flow. You hurt my heart, you rip my soul. Where you be at, I just don't know. Girl, now you gotta go. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby.
be trying to play me. This love shit is kinda scary, cause it kinda drive me crazy. All I do is try to love you, but you mentally betray me. Raised a boy into a man and he wasn't even my baby. Shit, you want some sneak shit, you take my kindness for weakness, because my pocket's the deepest. You was lying to me with sweetness, but your sour love got me smoking sour bud, and I want you out in an hour. Bitch, relationship is a dub.
You crack my style, you block my flow. You hurt my heart, you rip my soul. Where you be at, I just don't know. Girl, now you gotta go. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go.
Shout out to World of Rama and Blue Diaz. Go, baby. Shout out to Chanel. Naisha Chanel. Oh, gosh. I love them. They are awesome. World of Rama is always supportive, always helpful. He's been in the industry over 20 years. Shout out to Grind Hard TV podcast. And, yeah, just, no, that's my favorite song. That's my that's my favorite song from him. So those two actually are my favorite songs from him. So I want to always make sure I get it in at least one time. So thanks again. So yeah, so next up we were, many people was calling me sounding insane, complaining that Angel Reese was walking into Victoria's Secret Angel's show, catwalk show, right? I think it's appropriate. The girl's name is Angel after all, and she's beautiful. I'm like, the idea that they hating on this girl like this is really, really disturbing to me. Now I know she's cocky as hell. She's, she talks a lot of shit. And the argument as to, whether or not her level of sportsmanship equals to the shit talking is basically everybody's argument going forward. And they're not really fond of the way that she's been treating Caitlyn. I haven't been speaking on Caitlyn intentionally, and I'm gonna continue to intentionally not talk about Caitlyn. Like that's my stance. I choose to not speak. But look at my girl. Gorgeousness. Absolute gorgeousness. Okay. She's like 6'2", 6'3". Absolutely stunning young lady. I mean, the hate is unwarranted. It's not like she's not a beautiful young lady. You can't keep I don't know, they act like they want to keep I don't know. I don't want it to sound racial, but it is. They act like they don't want us in their spaces, and they've claimed, Victoria's Secret, even though the secret is that Victoria is a man. That's the damn secret. But they don't really want us in their spaces, and I think ultimately that's where the majority of the backlash is coming from. But she was the very first professional athlete, not former professional athlete, but currently playing professional athlete to absolutely beautiful. Tell him, Tara. Okay, because it's ridiculous, the level of, like I said, the amount of hate this girl get when we should definitely be supporting our own. Regardless of what we feel about them personally, we should be able to set aside our personal feelings and congratulate people when they deserve it. And she made a milestone. She did something that no other person before her in her category has done. And she should be congratulated and celebrated for that. I do understand the idea that some people feel like, hi to you too, Tara. It's always good to see you in the chat. But I do understand that some people feel like if you get too big, they don't want to support you no more. They feel like they need to bring you down a notch or two. They don't really want to They like, your head is big enough. If I say anything positive to or about you, it'll only make your head even bigger. I don't know where people get that idea, but it's really a thing. Like, I've actually had people say that to me. Like, well, how come you didn't congratulate me when I did this thing, whatever the thing was, you know? I be liking congratulations. We need an encouragement. I'm human like everybody else. But for some reason, some people just don't feel comfortable giving people encouragement and stuff. They don't feel like that. You know? They feel like somehow they taking something away from themselves by congratulating you, which is the furthest thing from the truth. It doesn't make you less awesome. It definitely doesn't make me less awesome to say that you're awesome. And I've never had a problem with encouraging and giving kudos and flowers to people that deserve it when they deserve it. I don't need to wait for a special occasion. I'm not gonna wait till they're not here no more. I want to talk about how wonderful they was. I'm gonna tell them how I feel about them while they're here. I'm going to tell them how important they are while they're here. I'm going to try to make them feel good while they're around me, while they're here. Okay? And it's not making me any less. Me telling you you're beautiful doesn't make me any less beautiful. It's not going to make me saying your outfit is cute doesn't make mine any less fabulous. It does not work like that. Okay? And the idea that people feel like, oh, if I say something, you know, it's just gonna make her head bigger. So maybe you should just go around making people's head big. You ever thought that might work for you? You know, people usually remember how you make them feel, how you make them feel, as opposed to what you say to them anyway. So they'll remember that you made them smile. That sometimes your kind words make it for somebody else. You know, not necessarily ego boosting or stroking a person's ego. They might just need to hear a kind word that day. You know, they might be having a bad day, and your kindness and your happiness may have been the difference between them going home and being like, okay, it was a day, and then them going home and bawling their eyes out. Ultimately, honestly. So yeah. We especially and we can acknowledge, if we can acknowledge that people are less emotionally attached, less affectionate, less soft feelings, less of all that good stuff, then we should also work harder to exhibit those things, to be the beacons that we are called to be. We are called to be set apart from everybody. So if everybody else is cranky, we should be trying to cheer somebody up. I don't know. Just how I feel. This is how I feel it. I don't want to be an additional Debbie Downer with everybody. You know, I want people to be happy when they see me coming. That kind of stuff. Yeah, definitely. So I wanna give Misty Copeland her flowers today. She retired after 25 years at the American Ballet Theater. Misty Copeland was one of the first African American lead ballet dancers to be featured ever. There's been constant comments and arguments as to whether or not we as Black women again fit in that particular space. And there's been a concerted effort to keep us out of their spaces. And Misty not only entered their space but dominated, as we tend to do, which is why they try to keep it out. I mean, if we're honest with ourselves, they kind of adamantly and consistently try to keep us out because they know once they let us in, it's on and popping after that. They know that. So they make a big effort of keeping us out consistently. But once we get in, that's it. So she made it cool for millions of Black girls everywhere to think that they can also be a ballerina. Because before that, that's not a thing that we were able to do. Not that we didn't want to, not that we didn't try, but we weren't being allowed to ultimately. So I want to give a big shout out to her. She did her last performance over the last week, and it was the Wicked Witch was there, and my girl Debbie Allen was there. And there was a lot of tears and a lot of joy, and I'm glad to see her, resting herself. And I'm even happier to see all of the beautiful chocolate ladies coming up behind her. So salute to her for opening the doors. Say thank you to her, because I as a young child, I wanted to be a ballet dancer, but they didn't have black prima ballerinas, and they didn't have brown ballet shoes, and they didn't have a lot of things that barrier breakers like Misty Copeland allowed to be a thing today. And I want to say thank you to her for that. Yeah, so next, what else? Sometimes I talk really fast, and then I look at the clock, and it's like, oh, shoot. And then sometimes I be like, what you mean it's only 7:30? So, we got a whole episode, so anyway. So yeah, definitely giving a standing ovation to her. Y'all know I can't see. The thing's way over there. I gotta be able to see what I wrote. Okay, so we have. Oh yeah, we're definitely saying goodbye to MTV. I'm gonna give a shout out to one of MTV VJs and a good friend of mine, Dr. Andre Young, and Andre Dr. Dre Young. I think that's how I go. Yeah, the nickname. So yeah, I want to say shout out to him. Shout out to Ed Lover. Shout out to Fab Five Freddy. Shout out to Yo MTV Raps, The Basement, The Mayor. I mean, it was a segment. It was a snapshot. It is definitely the end of an era. Music videos was not a thing before MTV made it. So, MTV brought rap music into all of the homes in America at a time when it was barely being played on the radio. MTV launched so many untold careers and inspired so many more untold careers, including mine. I was inspired by Downtown Julie Brown and some other personalities, but definitely was a staple in my house watching MTV. Even they introduced they single-handedly brought rock and roll to the masses, and the big hair in the 90s, Metallica, AC/DC, all of those careers were much benefited by the coverage and the platform. And again, rap music would absolutely not be where it is today without MTV. And not connected, but you cannot not mention Ralph McDaniel's contributions as well. He was not on MTV, but his contributions are invaluable. And I always, every chance I get to say thank you to him, I want to say thank you. But yeah, I want to take this time out to say thank you to them for bringing music to everybody, giving joy to everybody. Making it so people like me can be sitting here today. I don't know. And as I'm aging out, it's crazy to look back and realize like how many things have changed from when we was coming up to now. And I know every generation has the same feelings, like same sense of nostalgia. But I don't know, it's somehow more intense for Gen Xers because we are really, really in a really weird spot. We were born dead smack in the middle of analog and digital, you know, and straddling both worlds, kind of. So when we lose things, it's gone forever. It's gone forever. Like, I'm really happy to hear that Toys R Us is opening a couple of stores again, but there'll never be another Blockbuster Video or so many things that we've lost over as time is going on, and it just makes me feel older, honestly. Like, oh my Lord, do you remember? And the kids are not gonna understand not a damn thing what we talking about. Not like it's not like, yeah, Grandma, we remember, and you had to walk 30 miles to school. They just completely cannot relate at all. And I mean, it's evident. There's these YouTube videos. I caught a couple of them where they have teenagers trying to figure out how to work a rotary phone. They just sit the phone in front of them and tell them to make a phone call. And it literally takes these kids 2 hours and change just sitting here trying to figure out how the rotary phone works. And it's just like such a perfect example of how the world is, because as we're losing these libraries, these old people, as they're leaving, we are losing massive amounts of information that will never be gotten back again. And then you have the misinformation, the whole AI just lie to your face, make up stuff, can't tell truth from fiction. I'm very concerned about everything going forward. And again, I personally feel the only way, you know, you gonna have to have a buddy going forward. Like, you know, you have the buddy when you go in the pool, you got the buddy when you go hiking. You need a buddy to go through life with. Somebody to be like, no, you're not bugging. You're not bugging. Mm-mm. You know, I saw that too. Mm-mm. Didn't make no sense to me neither. Mm-mm. Yeah. We have to consolidate our people's them. We must. It's mandatory. Absolutely mandatory. I don't know. I think, well, I always think that things are better with friends. I've always felt like that. Like, I don't have no friends. You need some friends. Life is better with friends. But make sure they're real friends. Real, tried, true, tested friends. Because otherwise you're going to find yourself by yourself. And you're not going to know how you got there. Because you thought. Anyway, it is definitely time for us to go and do some more music videos. You know. But before we do that, I got to do some more shouts out. I want to shout out to East New York Oasis Community Garden. We are giving away candy for Halloween. So if you guys, well, we ain't doing nothing else though. I'm not gonna say I'm burnt out, but I'm. This is the first year that I'm actually glad that November is right there. Like, I'm so looking forward to November 1st. November 1st is the official end of our season. And while we started off great, it just like fizzled out towards the end, and I'm like feeling a way about it. But we did a lot of great things this year, and I'm looking forward to next year. We're doing some more awesome things. We will be doing our annual Easter egg hunt from the spring. We will be doing a spring a music festival. And what else? I believe there's a Juneteenth celebration planned, as well as our back to school. I'm sure there's missing. Oh, and movie nights. So yeah, the usual stuff we'll be doing again next year. Just over the winter, we'll be doing a lot of repairs and much needed landscaping, getting everything nice and pretty in there. Doing events. We're located at 2539 Pickett Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11208. And we are definitely accepting volunteers. Memberships on hold right now because there are requirements to membership. You have not only, in addition to paying your dues, you have to put in a certain amount of hours per month, actually, doing work in the garden. Different things, but you have to be doing something. And so we got our members currently, but the new crop haven't they haven't gotten their requirements yet. So once they've gotten their hours in, they'll transition over, which I'm sure they prefer it this way because they get most of the benefits, not all, but most of the benefits of being a member without having to pay the dues. So I think they I mean, I would be appreciating that. I'll keep my little couple coins to myself. But in addition to that, we are open regularly for cleanups, and we have like get-togethers and social events, and we go on trips together. We do workshops. I'm doing Zumba classes next year, so just adding some things to the calendar, a little bit at a time. I like to see the turnout and how it goes and what the feedback is before adding extra stuff. Definitely want to do that. I want to give a shout out to Amala Junction, Nigerian restaurant located at 1039 Belmont Avenue, corner of Pine. Great food over there. Great people, great service. Shout out to all my supporters. I don't know, we get things done. I tell you, I want to shout out to all of the people on there, or specifically all of the people on that list just now. All of them have done the damn thing and consistently make my job so much easier. So I want to say thank you to all of them. But yeah, I'm going to take this time to drop a couple more videos, and then I'll be back to say goodbye.
Weird, y'all. I text somebody to come out to my show, and this is what the fuck they say to me. Why would you even?
I don't like that.
Yeah, like, this is exactly why I hate giving my energy to the wrong people. Like, we need somewhere to just make our energy go.
Now we're.
So y'all ready to go?
Yeah,
y'all should go.
Shifting, really don't mean a thing. I can make the change. If it ain't part of my plan, then I'm shifting and move. No consequence. Really gonna press that pedal. If it ain't part of my plan, then I'm shifting and move. Oh, it's easy to cut through a path straight to a lane that feeds me. Oh, it's easy. So you better believe them when they say they ain't see me. It's all in the way that public perceive me. Yes, I got handles, but can they handle it? Shifting my direction. They do anything for a mention. Policy, but it for my protection. I got control, yeah. Whenever the go, no. Gon' see how the cookie crumble, cause you know it don't. Really don't mean a thing. I can make the change. If it ain't part of my plan, then I'm shifting the move. No consequence. Really gonna press that pedal. If it ain't part of my plan, then I'm shifting the move. Shifting, 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 shifting the move. Shifting, 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 shifting the move. Shifting.
Shout out again to Tara Vocals by Jamel Jones. Mom, I got some videos on here. My mom said, I just see videos. I want to say thank you for tuning in, Mommy. I love you. I do have some music videos. Just a couple. So, yeah. Child, I'm telling you. All right. So, my shoppers, Walmart is trying to institute a new checkout. They did not finish locking niggas up for stealing. The self-checkout is not enough. So now they're instituting a pay as you go, like you can pick it up, scan it on your phone, and pay with your phone while you're in the store. Bypass the checkout section altogether and then just go through security. Now, some people feel like this is just asking for trouble. Yes, Tara Vocals by Jamel Jones is epic. Yes, she is. And I love her music, her voice, and her tea. So definitely check out Voice to Life Tea. Yes. Give your voice life with Voice to Life. I like it a lot. Hey, so yeah. I'm multitasking. I'm not good at multitasking, okay? Right now. But I'm multitasking right now. So online, I got my chats, I got my internet chats, the Instagram chats, the YouTube, TikTok. It's a lot going on. So shout out to everybody who tunes in. I know it only says a couple of views over here, but then we got some views over there. Got some more views over there. A lot of platforms, a lot of people, and I want to say thank you to everybody. Okay, thank you to the people on the block who check out. Shout out to Travis. My condolences to you for your mom. Shout out to Lisa and happy belated birthday to Kwani and DVD, my Libra people's dems. Who else? Again, all of the people reaching out, shouting out, taking your time out to check on people. Yes. But that's good. That's good. That's good. It needs to be everywhere. All over. Much joy. You know, when people are good and their spirits is good, they bring a certain energy wherever they go. And it's just a joy to have them around, even if it's on or just in the chat. I want to say thank you to you guys, everybody. Ev, Vonnie Jones, Sarah Vocal by Jamel Jones. There's a lot of Joneses. Tyrone Green. Again, my usuals. I got some regulars now. I love to see it. And all of the new guys and girls, everybody tuning in. Thank you once again. So with that, you know, I got my favorite happy goodbye video. And then I will see you guys next week. Thank you very much. Oh, wait. No, that was it. That was it. I had to scan it. Like, wait, did I get it? Did I get it? Y'all, they did lock this girl up in Dubai for a damn year for touching the security guard at the airport. She wasn't even officially in Dubai, mind you. She was still in the airport. Okay, she got out the airport and there was a whole bunch of shit going on. Something about a waist trainer or a back brace, depending on who you ask. And them rotten evil bitches over there was real nasty to her, but it doesn't matter because they wrote a report saying that she violated them and she touched them and like just physically touched them, not inappropriately touched them, just physically put her fingers on their body. They touched their hand, touched their arm, touched something. Now she got to do a year in prison. I keep telling y'all, stay the fuck out of Dubai, but nobody don't want to listen. Hey, them people don't like God over there. You think they like you? Okay. Y'all go ahead and keep on keeping on. I think y'all doing something. Trying to keep up with the Joneses. Okay, not even the Joneses. Because I'm keeping up with the Joneses. I don't know who y'all trying to keep up with. Anyway. Yeah, I think I got all my talking out. I think I did. And I will see you guys next week for sure. Looking forward to it.
It's sad to think we're not gonna make it. And it's gotten to the point where we just can't take it. Ooh, for some ungodly reason, just won't let it die. No, I guess neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye.
Oh, I keep wondering what I'm gonna do without you. And I guess you must be wondering the same thing too. Ooh, so we go on together, living a lie. 'Cause neither one of us wanna be the first to say goodbye.
Every time I find the nerve, every time I find the nerve to say I'm leaving.
Oh, the memories, those old memories, they get in my way.
Oh, Lord knows it's only me. Oh, He knows it's only me that I'm deceiving. Ooh, when it comes to saying goodbye, that's a simple word that I just cannot say.
There's no possible way this can have a happy ending. I don't see it, baby. No, no, no. So we just go on, go on hurting and pretending.
And convincing ourselves to give it just one more try.
Because neither one of us wants to be the first to say.
Neither one of us wants to be the first to say. Oh, neither one of us wants to be the first to say
farewell, my love, goodbye. Oh.
Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for the LOLA SHAE Show.